I've got some Happy Mail. See how they look with an actual pin on them. Like that, probably. I think I know which one my favourite is. So this morning, I might have made one more design. Like I had time to do that. I am panicking majorly. I'm focusing on all the things that I need to send off to print because the amount of working days, not including today, before StationeryFest is only 6. So that's not long. We'll get around to it. But now we need to open them because this is the special effects stickers. Oh, these are even glittery than the ones I had last time. Last night I had my first pre-event anxiety dream. I want to do something where I can encourage people to sign up to my email newsletter. I want to make it so that these people I meet at the event, I can follow up with them afterwards and I can start building that relationship with them and have a way to contact them after the event. And this is why email marketing is so important. Hi everyone and welcome to a brand new studio vlog. It is 11 days to StationeryFest, which is happening on the 29th of June. It is the biggest stationery convention in the UK and I'm going to be attending this year for my 2nd year. And when I left you last, I had just designed even more new products, tumblers and baseball caps. And in this vlog, I need to do a lot of things. Today is very much about designing and I've just designed a new desk pad. I started it last night on the sofa and I finished it this morning. I'll pop it here on the screen so you can see. I've never done like an A4 desk pad before and I thought it would be a really nice addition to the collection. I was kind of thinking it would be something useful for me and then I thought, why don't I just add it to the collection? So I'm about to post it on Instagram and get people's reactions before I order it and just test the waters a bit. But before I do that, I've got some Happy Mail. I've just ripped my address off it, but I haven't opened it. So I love watching Fauna Rose's vlogs, the lovely Megan, and I found her vlogs a few months ago. She makes a range of things, including scrunchies, macrame items. She's just come out with these gorgeous macrame headbands, and that's what caught my eye. You can actually pick the colours that she weaves it together with, and I had what I think is a good idea to have a headband in my 4 Sunshine Lane colours and then I could wear it to StationeryFest. And I paid for this with my own money. I was thinking about doing it for a while and I messaged her after I placed the order and I just said, I love watching your vlogs and this is why I've picked these colours and if it arrives by StationeryFest, brilliant, I think I'm going to wear it there. If it doesn't, it's no big deal, I'm still going to wear it. I'll probably open it in my vlog. And the orders arrived within 2 days. And she sent me a lovely message back, which was actually really funny because she was like, it's you! I've been trying to find your vlogs for ages after I watched one, but I didn't know the name of your channel. And I was like, ta-da, it's meant to be. So I'm going to open this now. I thought I'd open it on the vlog. I feel like I'm talking a million miles an hour again in this vlog, and that's because I've just got so much to do before StationeryFest. Ordering accessories for me shouldn't really be top of the list, but I didn't do it in work time, and I think it's perfectly acceptable. It's a very important thing to think about. I'm going to open it so you can see. Ooh, we got crinklies. Okay. Oh my god, I've just seen a peek and it's so cute. The orange is popping more than like Sunshine Lane orange, but I don't mind, I really love it. It says Fauna Rose. Yeah, they didn't have like a peachy, so I just went full on orange. So I picked pastel pink, sky blue, the yellow, I think was just yellow, and then pumpkin, I believe was the orange, and I ordered a scrunchie as well. Oh, and then you picked a base colour and I picked natural, because it's kind of like my creamy base colour. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, first of all, I did order a scrunchie. I always tie my hair up at night with a scrunchie, but it's like a really tiny one. And I wanted one of Megan's pretty scrunchies, and this is so pretty, I'll probably also wear it in the day now. My other one wasn't very nice, so I didn't wear it in the day. It's got the lovely Fauna Rose, and this is the Stella. It's named after her mum, which I think is really cute, and it's my favourite print. This is the mini, or you can have an XL, so I think that's very cute size. But oh my goodness, that is so adorable. Look at this. How cute is that? So this is all handmade to order by Megan. And yeah, these are the 4 colours I picked. You can pick 2 colours or 4 colours, and depending which you pick, it kind of makes a different pattern. And then the headband is all woven with the natural cord and then finished with black ribbon. Megan, they are so pretty. Let's see. Wait, gotta sort it out. I'm gonna do it like that, I think. Okay, so I don't have a mirror. I'm trying to use my viewfinder as a mirror, which is not really its purpose. That's really comfy. I have a big head and sometimes headbands pinch me, which I was a bit worried about, but these are really flexible. So I know Megan said she tried it on a child as well and that it fit, and so I was thinking, oh no, it's not going to fit my big fat head, but it's really comfy. How cute is that? I absolutely love that. Okay. Look, I'm going to leave that on for the vlog. Thank you, Megan, for getting it to me so quickly. So yeah, like I said, Megan didn't even ask me to include it in the vlog. We hadn't even spoken. I just placed an order and then messaged her after, but I wanted to share it because A, it's a fun Sunshine Lane thing, and B, I think you should go and check out Megan's vlogs if you love studio vlogs, because I really love watching them, and she's quite often on in the background while I'm working. So I will leave her details down below. Anyway, back to work. I have a meeting at 4 o'clock, so I've got 3.5 hours left today, which feels crazy. So my next thing is I'm focusing on all the things that I need to send off to print, because the amount of working days, not including today, before StationeryFest is only 6. So that's not long to get things printed and delivered. So I am really testing the boundaries with this one. So my next thing is designing backing cards for my new pins. So I have 5 new pins. 4 are to go with my previous retro collection. So we have The Weird is Wonderful. We have Keep Rolling. How cute is that? We have Make Your Own Kind of Music. You see there? And then we have Dial Up Your Confidence. And then I have my gorgeous new wildflower pin that I am completely in love with. I just can't get over how stunning it is. And it says, "Be a wildflower, bloom in unexpected places." And so I need to design 5 new backing cards. Something I've been thinking about recently is when I did my self-care cosmetics collection, I did coordinating backing cards for that range, and I've got a couple here. I kind of made it like a little scene. So this is the bullshit repellent. It looks like a little kind of cleaning spray, and it's on a shelf with another spray, and then it says the ultimate protection from verbal pollution, and it's on this little shelf. And then the mascara one also on a little shelf, and it's got a mirror in the background. So I like those. I like that they're coordinating, that there's a bit more visual interest. All of my pins traditionally were like this, and they just had quite a simple backing. And I think on these little pins, that works really well. It's just got the pin here, so this is the Unapologetically Me, and then it says, "Let your true self shine because who you are is incredible." However, my Positive Pants pin, it was testing the limits of a little square backing card. So I decided I was going to upgrade it to a big size one. And I did the design, and I really don't like how it's turned out. So there's nothing wrong with the backing card, and there's nothing wrong with the pin. It's just, I feel like the pin is floating around on the backing card and it doesn't really work. And so when I'm doing my pins today, I want to bear in mind adding some visual interest to the background in the new designs that I'm doing, but also I want to either downsize this to a square card again, or I want to redesign it so there's some visual interest in the background and it doesn't feel like it's on a card that it's too big for. that makes sense. So I might have a go at doing a little washing line in the background, but that's just an extra job now, which is kind of frustrating. But I haven't got any square ones left. I used them all in my wholesale order, like literally down to the last one. So that's what I need to get on with now. And ideally I would like to get other jobs done today, but we got 3 hours and 25 minutes. So let me see how many things I can design in an afternoon. Okay, so I've got some testers that I've printed myself. I don't always do this, and I'll tell you when I didn't do this is when I did the positive pants pin. So when I print them off and see how they look with an actual pin on them, I'm always happier. I'm always happier when they arrive. When I rush it, like I did with the positive pants pin, I'm not happy. So I've printed 4 of each. They all say keep rolling, but I just want to see what the pins look like on them as a general collection. And then I'll tweak things for the individual designs. So we've got just like a plain yellow sunburst. I wanted something really kind of retro feeling, but I was finding that the busier things, it looked really busy with the pin on it. So we'll see what that looks like. I quite like this one. It's quite eye-catching, just with blocks of the different colours. I like this little swoopy, but I kind of don't like this bit. And I couldn't figure out where to put the title. And then this is probably my favourite, with the little retro doodles and things, some of which are off the sticker sheet and just like a grid, and then most of this is plain. So they're not a scene as such in the way of the self-care cosmetics ones with the shelf, but it kind of gives that retro feel, and it'll tie all 4 pins together as a collection of pins. So let's pop the pins on the cards. Obviously when they come they would be glossier, they would be thicker, but it just gives me a general idea. So let's have a go. Something like that. This one's awkward, like the positive pants pin, because these ones, the ratio is more similar to the ratio of the card, whereas this one, if it was that way around, it would fit perfectly. So I don't know whether to do it on a bit of a diagonal, but I'll probably have to add more doodles on this one. But if I add it on a bit of a diagonal, then it becomes wider from side to side, because that's maths. Let's just see. Oh, actually, that's not bad on a diagonal with some extra doodles. So, okay, what I'm going to do is get the collection on every range of backing cards, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how they all turned out, and we'll pick a favourite. Something like that. Okay, I think I know which one my favourite is, but let me take you through it. This one, I actually quite like. I don't think it's bad. It just doesn't really catch my eye, but it's perfectly fine. But I don't really like this one. I feel like we've got the same problem where there's just looks like there's empty gaps that are too big that it's not kind of purposeful, if that makes sense. Then my next favourite is probably this one. I just don't like in the middle how there's this awkward yellow bit on a lot of them, but I like that it's more eye-catching. Again, I do think we've kind of got the same problem with this one. Some of them seem to look better straight and some diagonal, so I just stuck them how I thought it looked best. Second place, I would say, is probably the wibbly one. I think that's quite funky, but I don't know, I think we've got the same problem here, and I didn't like that to begin with. I think the winner is the one I gravitated to putting the pins on this card first, which is the one with the doodles. I think it's simple enough that it doesn't detract from the pin, but it's also kind of fun and eye-catching. But now I know what they really look like with the pins on them. Like on this one, I would put a little something there. And this one I think is fine as is. This one I also kind of think is fine as is. And then this one I would probably tweak to move the flower further up, and yeah, maybe a little something there. But it doesn't matter if some of the doodles go behind the pins and stuff. I think all in all, like that as a collection I really like, and I think it really fits the vibe, and I just like how the doodles tie in with the sticker sheet, which is this one, which has mini stickers. So if you just wanted the mini versions, it's £2 for a sticker sheet, and this is actually on the roller skate pin. And then I've got this version on there, but I blocked out the smiley face because I've also got this one, and I thought it looked weird having them both on one side, so I just got rid of the smiley. We've got some of these little flowers. We used the big orange flower, I said the smiley face, and then just some little line doodles. So I am going to finalise these, and then I'm going to have to do the same for the wildflower and for the positive pants. So what time are we? We're 20 to 3, so I've got an hour and 20. So I'm hoping that I can finish all the designs, and then later on I can actually place the order tonight, and possibly the desk pads, which people seem to be liking on Instagram so far. Okay, so I've redone them. These are astronomically different, but I think it makes a big difference overall. So I did a bit of a swap round on this one. Mostly is probably the most noticeable, so I brought the flower down just so there's something else here and something else here. It's not so gappy. I don't know whether to just move that flower there, but I'm just going to faff with it forever. This is the same because that's the one I did before. I added the smiley face back on them all rather than blocking it out before. And then with this one, I just swapped things around a little bit. Oh, I haven't got a smiley face on that one. I might add it back in. And I just moved the smiley face there to fill that gap. And I'm quite happy with how they look now. So that's the job done. We can get those ordered tonight. And then this one is the one that I've designed for the wildflower pin. What do we think? So I added this little bee, which is actually also going to be on the desk pad. I would like a little bee character at some point, but anyway, that's by the by. And I've just got it in front of like a little picket fence, like the flowers are growing out of the ground. And then I added this extra quote on here, which is also on the washi tape, which says, "Wildflowers bloom anywhere they please, and so can you." And I thought that's like a really sweet gift for somebody, or obviously for yourself. So I like that they're kind of more fun backing cards. What do you think? So I'm going to disappear now, order these, well, I'm going to have my tea, order these, order the desk pads, and I'll see you in the morning. Hi everyone, it is Friday and it is 10 days to StationeryFest. So this morning I might have made one more design. Like I had time to do that, but I wanted to. So it's happened and I'll pop it on the screen here so you can see. It was a lovely quote that I wanted to include, which says, "Be patient with yourself, nothing in nature blooms all year." And I just think that's such a lovely quote, and another way to bring these floral elements into the collection with something a little bit different, because I've been sharing the designs on Instagram as I'm kind of coming up with them, and it's really good to get that feedback in the moment. And I had some great comments yesterday that were like, "We love these designs, put it on as many things as possible." So I'm like, okay, I will do my best for you. So I have some ideas for what I'm going to do with this design. This one in particular, I think I'm going to put on a tote bag, art print, sticker, and possibly a little ceramic decoration in a nice gift box, but we'll see if we've got time for that. Although I kind of need to decide today if I need to design the packaging. We'll get around to it. It's already 1:30, which is absolutely ridiculous. I am panicking majorly, so I shouldn't have spent like 3 hours on a new design, but what are you gonna do? It's done now. And I've just printed off the 2 designs that I think I'm gonna put on the tote bags because they suit the shape of a tote bag more, and I think that they will be eye-catching designs that people will gravitate to. And I've just printed them off at the size that I think I will put them on the bags, kind of crudely cut around them, and I'll show you what they look like. So this is the first design that I've come up with this morning, and the white background won't be there. I'm not going to have any background on it, so it'll just be the creamy colour of the tote bag showing through underneath, which I think is going to match beautifully with the rest of the collection, which has that creamy colour. So that'll be the first one, and then the second one is the Bloom Bright design, which I really love. It's one of my favourites, I think. Well, I can't have favourites, but it's up there, and I think, again, it suits the tote bag really well. And I just think they're 2 different kind of quotes, different kind of styles. I can bring a couple of tote bags that are coordinating to the collection. So today is very much about finishing any designs and ordering any products that need to come, because I am so tight. It's Friday now, and in terms of working days, I only have Monday to Thursday next week, because Friday I'll be travelling over to set up. And so in terms of turning the printed stuff around and getting it to me and then being able to make the items, it's really tight. So I'm going to order these now and then move on to ordering the stickers. Okay, so it's 4:30 and I think I've just ordered everything. So I've ordered a reprint of 4 of my stickers and then my 3 wildflower stickers. I'll pop them up. I've got the Wild and Free, the Be Patient with Yourself, and the Be a Wildflower. So they're all ordered. I've ordered stickers to go with my foiled washi tapes because I want the stickers to have gold foil on and show what the washi will look like as just a little extra. And the stickers that I got on the washi tapes weren't right anyway, so I need to replace them. So that's that. And I've also ordered the stickers for the hanging decoration, so I am going to do hanging decorations. But now these have been sat on my side for a couple of hours. We need to open them because this is the special effects stickers, of which there are 2 wildflower ones. So let's open them. Okay, so these are the stickers that I got in the sale from Sticker App last week, in last week's vlog. So we shall see what they're like. Oh, I can smell vinyl. Oh, I'm having a sneaky peek. Okay. So, these are just a restock of my, oh, they look really glittery though. So these are the only ones I couldn't print on the back of. If you didn't see last week's vlog, or a reminder, there was a sale at Sticker App and they were also offering printing on the back for free, but you can't do it on glitter, apparently. Oh, these are even glittery than the ones I had last time. So this is my self-doubt remover. It matches the pin. The pin has like a white glitter in the cream here, if that's showing up. And so we've got matching pin and sticker. So I've got a restock of those because they were really low and they're a popular one. So I've got those back in stock. And then we've got 2 new stickers. Oh, and the printing on the back. That's going to save so much time and energy. So, ooh, this is the Believe in Yourself to match the bullet journal, the washi tape, etc. Oh, yeah, okay, that's cut really off center. Let's hope that's just a one-off, shall we? Yeah, it is a one-off. Oh, okay. So with this one, I went for a matte. So in their metallic, you can get either glossy or matte. So I went for a matte because a lot of my stickers are matte. And I just thought it'd give quite a cool effect, which I think it does. So it says Believe in Yourself. It's got the same floral design that I've been working across a lot of the Believe products, and then some of the flower centers are also metallic gold, so that kind of glistens as the light hits it. And then we've got the pink and orange like we have everywhere else, so they're really cute. And then this is what the printing on the back looks like. It's not like the crispest clearest, but it's just to save me having to price the back. I think it's kind of the grainy back texture, but I'm pretty happy with that. It saves me a massive job, and obviously that was free of charge. So we've got a whole bunch of them, and then we have the Bloom Bright. Now originally I asked if they could do, how did I do it in the end? Oh, I thought I asked for glossy. We'll see when I open it, but I wanted silver mirror here and gold mirror here, like the light was shining, this was like a warm, and then this was like the metal of the light fitting, and they can do different metallic materials on the same sticker, which is fab. However, I wanted this matte and this glossy, and they were like, yeah, we can't do that, which I was asking for the world there, so it's totally fine. I was just kind of asking what was available because I didn't know. I've never done it before, so we went with matte apparently. I thought I asked for glossy, so I'm gonna check it. They are quite offset, some of them. Like, I'll count them. I'll count how many I've actually got before I whinge, but can you see how it's like really far over this way and not this way? And I know that's the whole point of like adding a bleed, but just looks a little bit offset, whereas this is more symmetrical. So it's a cool effect. So it's got a silver mirror around the edge and in here, and then they switch to gold for all the little doodles and the text. So it's kind of a combo of mirrors, and I think it's very pretty. I thought we'd said glossy, but maybe I didn't. Shall I have a quick check? Because I will say, I didn't know what I was doing with these mirror stickers, and there was a lot of back and forth, and they helped me a lot. Holly from Sticker App helped me a lot. Yeah, I did ask for glossy, because I feel like it doesn't shine like a light bulb because it's matte. Does that make sense? Obviously, I wouldn't waste them. I would do something with them, but I did ask for glossy. So I might contact them. But yeah, let me know what you think. I think obviously with the mirror matte, it's like a really cool metallic effect, but you don't get the same shiny as with a gloss. But I think like to match this collection, it works really well. But you let me know your thoughts. I think this is really beautiful. This is one of my favourite designs. I wish I'd done this as a pin. When I sent the pins off, I hadn't done this yet. And then this was just a design I came up with one day, and I was like, oh, I wish I'd done this as a pin. But maybe I could in the future. You'll have to let me know what you think. But yeah, this is one of those cases where I've opened a box and it's not what I expected to see. And therefore I'm like, oh, and probably because I'm autistic, and then my mind doesn't know what to do, so I'm not celebrating how freaking pretty it is. Look at that. Look at it. Bloom bright. Shiny, shiny, shiny. It's fun to experiment with different sticker effects and stuff. So yeah, let me know what you think, but we've got our special effect stickers here, and our standard die cut stickers, which will also be a matte vinyl, are on the way. So I'm going to disappear now, and I will see you after the weekend. If I do any work, I'll tell you what it'll be. It will be catching up on all other areas of the business that aren't StationeryFest. because they've been neglected, and it will be orders. But the good thing is, as far as I can see, I have ordered everything that needs ordering. No more designing, no more ordering of things. So next week we will be unboxing things, making things, packaging things, and getting my stall set up ready, because we've only got Monday to Thursday, and then Friday we're driving over. So I'll see you after the weekend. Hi everyone, it is Monday morning. It's a brand new week and we are properly on the countdown to StationeryFest. Last night I had my first pre-event anxiety dream, which always happens in the run-up to an event. I've had it where I've forgotten my pins, I've gone to the wrong place, I've turned up at the wrong time, I haven't got any of my products with me is a big one, I'm missing all the displays is a big one. Last night I turned up to the wrong place, wrong time, came on the train and then realised I should have brought the car because all my stock was in the boot. And then when I finally got all my stock there, I realised I didn't have a card reader. So the anxiety dreams are well and truly started. It's 5 days to StationeryFest. I'm pretty sure throughout this video I've been doing the countdown wrong, so I may have re-edited that on the way through. Can't count. And Friday's a bit of a write-off really, because in the morning I've got an appointment and in the afternoon we're driving to set up. So I've only really got Monday to Thursday to get everything sorted, which no wonder I'm having the anxiety dreams, because there is so much to do. And one of the things I've been thinking about over the weekend is when I do an event, I normally have some sort of interactive element, some sort of giveaway, competition, something to attract people to the stall, and that's just a bit of fun. And I think at last year's StationeryFest, I had it so if you spent over a certain amount, you got a go at the lucky dip, and everyone was a winner, but depending on what you pulled out, depended on what your prize was. This year, I want to do something a little bit different, and that is I want to do something where I can encourage people to sign up to my email newsletter, because something that I am well aware that I have massively neglected in my business is email marketing. There's times where I try and increase my email marketing, get into a bit of a routine, but it never really sticks. And so this year I've decided that I'm just going to have one big prize giveaway for anyone that signs up to my email newsletter over the weekend. There will be a chance to win a £30 gift voucher to spend in my shop. And I'm going to make it so anyone can enter. It doesn't matter how much you spend. You might spend nothing at all. You might just see things that you like. Anyone can give it a go at the event, because there's a huge audience coming. There's over 1,000 tickets sold, which is just mind-blowing. And I want to make it so that these people I meet at the event, I can follow up with them afterwards, and I can start building that relationship with them and have a way to contact them after the event. And this is why email marketing is so important. Previously, I've relied on things like maybe people will follow me on social media and I'll, pop a flyer in their bag when they make a purchase, and they may look at it, they may not. They may then decide to follow me on Instagram, YouTube, for example. They may not. And even if they do, you're relying very, very much on the algorithm, a word that small business owners is the bane of their life. You're relying on these social media companies to decide who they're going to push that content to. And so someone might be a follower of yours. They might have followed you because they want to actually see your content. They want to hear from you. They want to know what's coming up, what's new, what deals you've got, but they might not even see it. And I'm realizing more and more that that's where email marketing is so beneficial, because the people that sign up to your newsletter, you've got a direct line to the people who are interested in what you have to say, and you can really nurture that community that you're building and not have to rely on the algorithm and on how other companies will decide whether or not your communication is going to be shown. And like I said, I've dabbled with email marketing in the past. I started with a MailChimp email list. I moved to having a Klaviyo subscription, and Klaviyo is what I've been using for the past year or so. And it's kind of been sporadic in terms of me using it because I just haven't got along with it. I've not found it the easiest to use, and particularly in terms of making the emails look like Sunshine Lane, being able to easily put together quick emails that will get straight out to my email subscribers and look like they fit with all my communication in terms of branding. I've not found that the easiest. So this is where I need to thank the sponsor of this week's video, which is OmniSend. So OmniSend is an email marketing platform for e-commerce businesses, meaning it's set up for online businesses to be able to integrate seamlessly with their online stores, making it as easy as possible for people reading those emails to get in to see your products and hopefully add them to the basket. And I actually even saw them mentioned in some recent vlogs by Prince by Millie and Rebel Jones, two of my favourite small business vloggers. If you haven't seen them, I will leave them in the description. I kept seeing these positive things about OmniSend. The way you put your emails together, it looked easy to use in terms of kind of drag and drop. They've got loads of beautiful templates. But the one thing that was putting me off was I didn't want to have to transfer everything I'd set up on Klaviyo to OmniSend or to another email service. That process of having to migrate things over or set it up all over again, it just immediately put me off looking into it anymore. But OmniSend encouraged me to give it a try and to feedback on how it was. And I want to show you how easy it was to migrate across from Klaviyo to OmniSend. It actually blew my mind. So I first went on and created an account with OmniSend. And the really amazing thing I think about OmniSend is that you can start on a completely free plan and see if it works for you. So if you have anywhere up to 250 email subscribers, you can be on their free plan, which I think is great for small businesses because we all know how much all these different tools can add up, and it can be really off-putting to have to pay out for subscriptions before you know something's going to work. So I think that's really great way of supporting small businesses. So I set up my account, and then they have a huge help section. There's so much in there, but I focused on the information about how to get started and how to migrate from Klaviyo to OmniSend. Now, if you're with a different email provider currently, they have all these different help articles about different email marketing platforms. So I clicked on the one for Klaviyo, but they have specific ones for all the popular email marketing providers, which is great. Everything's in video form as well as written form, so you can access it in the way that best suits you. There's pictures, which is great because I'm a visual person and I need to see exactly what people are telling me to do. And I was worried it was going to be really technical. However, I went into their apps area and I typed in Klaviyo, and straight away there pops up Klaviyo data import tool, and all I needed to do was just follow each step through this process and it transferred everything across for me. All my contacts came across and that process was done within probably 5 minutes. If you have any specific templates you have set up with another email marketing platform, such as if you have a specific email that's sent out when people sign up, let's say, it also talks through how to transfer those across and how to create those templates for use moving forward. Now, something I saw in the help section was talk of doing an email warm-up. And this is where it started getting a little bit too technical for me. And so I decided to try their support because they have a live chat that's available 24/7. And I thought, it's Sunday night, no way is anyone going to get back to me quickly, if at all. I'm not joking, within about 2 minutes I had a reply from the most helpful person. And I just said, I've seen something about email warm-up. I'm not really sure what it means. Can you help me understand it? And they sent me links to some more in-detail information, again, like videos, pictures, text, so I could access it how I wanted. And I understood from that it meant if you want your emails to come from your website, let's say, so when you receive an email and it says from, and it's got like the email address, I don't want it to say blah, 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 OmniSend. I want it to say Emma at Sunshine Lane. And so I needed to set that up. If suddenly OmniSend's sending all these emails out from this new address that's not been active on that platform before, it's more likely to land in people's junk folders, and that's really not where I want to be. So the idea with email warm-up is when I start sending emails, OmniSend will at first send some of it from my Sunshine Lane address, and some of it will say Sunshine Lane via OmniSend. And as I send more emails, it will send more and more from Sunshine Lane and less from OmniSend, and it will do a sort of automatic warm-up, if that makes sense. So this is where it started getting technical, and I panicked and was like, I can't do it, technical things. However, they walked me through it step by step. There were a couple of things I needed to do in terms of setting up my custom sunshinelane.co.uk email and making sure OmniSend could access it. And these are the types of areas where I get stuck and it puts me off. However, they literally sent me step-by-step instructions of what I had to do. And I couldn't believe how easy it was. I really couldn't believe how easy it was. Within a couple of things, I was all set up, and I was worried that I was going to have to set up all this warm-up stuff. But once I'd added in my custom email address, there was just this option that said, do you want us to do the email warm-up for you? I said, yes, please. And then it did it. And then it automatically does it for you. So I replied to the help person and I just said, that's done. I can't believe how easy it was. Thank you. And then to my surprise, they said, let me just check for you that everything's set up okay and we can see that from our end. And I think it's those extra steps of customer service that I really appreciate, because actually they did spot a problem and they helped me get in touch with the service I have my domain through, sunshinelane.co.uk, and they told me exactly what to say to their help service to get a setting changed and fix it for me. And because that's going to take 24 hours, they said to me, that's fine, tomorrow we'll check it for you, just check back here for a message and we'll update you and just confirm that everything's okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been with a lot of different services and providers for things where you've got to do all the chasing around, you've got to ring back and remind them, you've got to do all these things. And the fact that they went over and above to just make sure that I wouldn't have any problems with these emails that I wouldn't even be aware of. So I'd be sat here sending all these emails out, not even aware that I'm landing in the junk or there's a problem with them going through. And I just think when you find someone who goes over and above, it's amazing. I honestly thought it was really good service. So today they should be getting back to me, and once they've confirmed everything's okay, we're going to put an email together about StationeryFest so that the people who are already on my email list that are attending, because I know quite a few people are going, some of the people I will have met there last year, I want to let them know that I'm going to be running this competition. I also have a podcast with the organiser of StationeryFest. I want to share that so people can hear a bit behind the scenes and just build a bit of buzz for the event and my stall being there and the competition I'm going to run. So I'll see you when we do that. Okay, so it's later in the day and OmniSend got back to me to say that everything is fine, it's all set up and I can actually now send my email. So I want to jump in and see how easy it is to build my first email campaign with OmniSend. Firstly, they offer a huge library of pre-designed templates for different purposes like welcome emails, promotional offers, weekly newsletters, and that saves me loads of time because I could just pick one that I like the look of and not have to start completely from scratch. And I picked this one because I like the idea of having a section halfway down where I could change the backing colour and then flip back to white, so it just adds a bit more visual interest and breaks up the different sections of my newsletter. Once I found the template that I did like, it was really user-friendly to customize because everything is just drag and drop. So I can reorder things, easily move things around, add images, add text, and there's just no coding or special skills required. They have different pre-designed section templates, or you can just drag and drop the individual things you want, like text, images, buttons, like I did, and put it all together that way. Adding images was really quick and easy, and I could upload my own photos. And there's also a section in the settings, which I did during my setup, which imports your branding from your Shopify store or whatever e-commerce platform you use. So it brought across my logo, fonts, brand colors, and it automatically uses these in the emails so that your branding is automatically there without you having to go in and tweak things each time, which I absolutely loved. That's such a time saver. I even inserted a custom field at the top, so it will even say the person's name, so it comes across as more personal for each individual reader. So really, within a few clicks, a bit of typing and some dragging and dropping, my email was completely ready to go, and I'd got this whole email all about StationeryFest, what's going on behind the scenes, and how to hear from the organiser, which was just really amazing. So my email's going out into the world, and I am going to keep monitoring this and let you know how it goes. I think it's going to be really great in the run-up to launching my new collection and kind of beyond in those first few weeks after launching. If I can really commit to doing regular email marketing campaigns, and I'll feed back to you and let you know how it's going and whether I've seen any difference between sales conversions I was seeing on Klaviyo versus doing this trial with Omnisend. So if you want to sign up to Omnisend and give it a go yourself, I will leave the links in the description below. It would be really fab if you could go through and register using that link to let them know that I sent you. And don't forget, you can always start with their free plan and try it for yourself and see if you like it. So a huge thank you to Omnisend for sponsoring this video, and I'll keep you posted on my email marketing journey. But now I have had 2 massive heavy boxes delivered, and I had no idea what they would be, so I've just started to open them, and it's my desk pads. I can't really believe that. I only ordered them Friday afternoon and now it's Monday and they've arrived. So let's open them together. I'm so scared, and see how they turned out, because I did try a different manufacturer. So let's take a look. So this is one of the boxes that was inside the 2 giant boxes, and I just opened this and I could see it was the desk pad. So let's open it properly together. It's the first time I've ever done a desk pad and like an A4 pad, so I'm really excited. Oh, I've cut that top one. Oh my goodness, that top one's a little bit bashed. I'll have to check them all, obviously, but let's get one out, or a lot out, and we'll have a closer look at them. Oh my goodness, I am so glad I took the time last week to design this desk pad. This is the desk pad of dreams. I am so pleased with how it's turned out. Look. So for all of the colours in the collection, I've kind of done a day a week and the lines to match. I knew that obviously the yellow was going to be very faint, but I think it's actually fine. So they've got 50 sheets in there, so you've basically got a whole year plus a 2-week holiday. And then they've got the quote, "Go out there and bloom," like what an encouragement for the week. And then the matching flowers all along the bottom, up the side. We've got the little butterfly, the bee that I've added onto a few things. So I've added it onto a couple of things since I created it for this. And just look, the print quality is beautiful. Really, really nice. Ooh. Oh, how good is that? And then it's got your backing board on there. I love it. I love it. So these will be at StationeryFest and then on my online launch on the 5th of July. So as for this week, there is a mountain of things to do before StationeryFest, and I am going to continue my countdown to StationeryFest in next week's vlog, so you can see the manic few days leading up to heading down there and prepping all the stock ready to go. And of course you will see all the rest of the unboxings of the new products as they arrive or as I am making them. But I am just so in love with this. I'm so in love with it. Let me know in the comments if you're a fan. This might have been what I did last week, but leave me a little flower emoji if you enjoyed seeing the wildflower collection coming to life even more, because I am just in love with it. And I do have good news that my bullet journals should be at StationeryFest. They have actually sent 50 of them ahead that were already finished, so that they should arrive before StationeryFest. And so I will only have 50 with me on the day, but they will be there. Touch wood, they haven't arrived yet, but I have been promised. So Join me for next week's vlog to get the first looks at that. And I will see you at StationeryFest if you'll be there. Wish me luck this week. Bye everyone.